He stepped away from
You stepped away
Maguire.
from Livramento this summer because Eddie Howe said back off.
Does he care about Eddie Howe?
Pep Guardiola will leave. You'll fall off a cliff.
They won't win the league. They won't win the Champions League. You won't win the FA Cup. So there we go.
Yeah, literally, the only times when you've been pushed in the league over the last few years have been who?
Arsenal, Liverpool.
When have Arsenal pushed City?
The last few years.
Right, guys, welcome to Hot Takes. Gents, I know you've played it before, but I'm going to explain it for those at home. Okay, so the wheel is going to spin. It's going to land on a category and give you a hot take to debate. You've got 90 seconds to argue it out. Make sure you both get a fair chance of speaking. Okay, and I'm going to decide, all the viewers are going to decide who gets the point. You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. It's time to spin the wheel. Here we go. The wheel is spinning, and your first category is club. So your hot take is Liverpool will win more league titles than Manchester City over the next 10 years. Go.
Pep Guardiola will leave. You'll fall off a cliff. Next.
We've been saying that for about 5 years of Guardiola now, maybe even longer. But that man, he's part McInerney now. You know, you saw him at the Oasis gig wearing denim shorts and an old retro City shirt.
Because it was on Manx at the Oasis gig.
Well, that's Pep he's indoctrinated for the City culture. But no, I think he'll stay.
Say that again.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll win. And to be honest, even if he stays 2 more years, we'll win more than the next 10 years in Liverpool anyway. So I think we're gonna. We'll follow up with someone like Vincent Kompany potentially. Seems to be a winner as well. We know the resources they've got, but we're also building a side now of young players with quality. With Foden and Vardiol and Diaz, Donnarumma's 26 years old, Haaland's there. We've got a core that is strong, that is wonderful, and people like Cherki, Nico Gonzalez, of course, the current Ballon d'Or winner as well. I'm confident that the City side will take a while to get going again, but when it does, it'll be something special.
What makes you think is going to get going again?
Because of the players that we've got and their education from Guardiola, and the next manager, whoever it will be, I think it's going to be in the way that following Guardiola with Enrique and was fine. I think it'll be similar.
So what's the difference between all the points that you made and the Liverpool points?
Because Manchester City have been more successful over the past 10 years than Liverpool. A stronger foundation.
10 seconds left.
Where is there a stronger foundation? What's the difference between the two? There's no difference in the
there's
points
a
you make
stronger
about
body of evidence.
You could literally say that about either team.
3.
What do you mean? By
2.
By all metrics.
1. And time. It's a strange one, this debate, because it felt like you were very proactive with debating this one, and I was kind of like, and what? So it was kind of
I didn't really need to make the point. Like,
didn't really have anything to say. That's why.
There's been a margin, as City point out themselves, there's been a margin of about that much between City and Liverpool over the last few years.
I think that's disingenuous. I think you followed City.
Where is that disingenuous?
Because look at the margin of the trophies and the success, and it's absolutely vast.
Yeah, but
it's a chasm.
In what way? Like, you can literally see that
5 out of 6 league titles, 4 in a row, 100 points, 98 points, winning every domestic trophy in one season.
Yeah, and who were the only team that challenged you in that time?
Every
Liverpool.
team needs a muse and inspiration. Everyone needs someone to follow them, and Liverpool were essentially just a foil for City's success for such a long time.
I mean, that obviously from your perspective,
that's what happened. Yeah. That's literally what happened, though. Like, you don't get a Premier League trophy if you finish second behind City from.
But that's what I'm talking about. Those marginal differences.
Would you have got that many points if you weren't chasing City?
But would you have got that many points without chasing? What should
we got more points than you multiple years in a row, and like that's the only thing that matters.
But you just.
I don't. How can you argue against success being a bad thing? Like,
no one's arguing success is a bad thing.
Well, what's your point then?
My point was literally that Liverpool, in terms of success, were right there.
But they weren't.
What do you mean they weren't? What are you saying they weren't?
Did they get
literally the only times when you've been pushed in the league over the last few years have been who?
Arsenal and Liverpool.
When have Arsenal pushed City?
The last few years?
No, sorry. When have Arsenal pushed City? No, come on. No, genuinely. Can you think of a time that Arsenal have actually pushed City?
Do not get me involved.
What's the closest points tally that Arsenal have finished to anyone who's finished top?
I don't know off the top of my head. I know you can be runners very close, but you didn't win it. That's the point I'm making. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
Let the comments decide this one. Let the comments decide that one.
Okay.
So your argument is because you were close to
I'm going to have to call it because we've got 4 more hot takes to go. I'm going to give this to the viewers because there's no way I'm getting in between these two.
I think that's fair.
For this one, I'm going to give it to the viewers. So that was the first time. It's done. It's done. The whistle's been blown. It's full time. It's done on hot take number 1.
Use the evidence.
It's time to spin the wheel for hot take number 2. Let's go. Here we go. The wheel is spinning and your category is club.
Ooh.
And hot take number 2 is Man City are becoming a one-man team. Stephen, I'll start with you.
We have the best player in the league, and we are leaning on him right now because the other goal scorer in Marmoush has been out, and Cherki has barely adapted yet. And yeah, he scored an awful lot of goals. But I said earlier, when we won the treble, the second highest goal scorer for City in the Premier League was Foden with 11, and Alvarez. I can't imagine a scenario where Marmoush doesn't equal that this season, and that's absolutely fine. And that was a treble-winning season. Yeah, we're leaning on Haaland right now, but the team is in transition and learning new ideas. So you're lean on your best players. So what? You've got Haaland, use him.
Laurence?
You could argue that's made them a little more one-dimensional, but actually, I think it's gone the opposite way. It's hard to argue the other way against this because I actually think I've got belief in where Pep Guardiola is going with the side. They've sort of gone into his strengths, so we're not really debating anything here.
Denying the impact of. The point of this, it denies the impact of, Donnarumma as a signing. It denies, what Foden's achieved so far this season, what Doku has. It denies Guardiola and Diaz as a partnership, or the development of O'Reilly, who's become pivotal on the left-hand side. It denies them so many things.
Reliance is a bad thing. I think over-relying on one metric is definitely a bad thing. You could make the same argument about Liverpool and Salah. You can make the same argument about Arsenal and a lot of their set pieces, all these different aspects. To be over-reliant on one aspect of your game is bad. So, yes, I think they are literally a one-man team. Okay. You can make that point. I mean, statistically, they're relying on Haaland's goals, but they are playing towards that strength. And whilst you're saying that's not necessarily a bad thing, I think it could be bad. I think it's not yet.
If Marmoush plays often, he's going to score 15, 20, which now he's fit again. He'll score 15, 20 goals.
That's based on if. This is based on...
It's based on last season.
You're basically making the argument they aren't a one-man team. Haaland has scored all the goals, so they are technically that.
The goal scorers have not been fit, that's why. But now they're back. That's simple. That's it.
Okay, based on what we've seen evidentially this season, I'm going to go with Laurence just for this because I do think they are a one-man team at the moment. As it stands, as recording of this...
First start of the season scored, and Cherki in his first start of the season...
Yes. This season.
Yes.
I think, considering Haaland...
The stats are pretty overwhelming.
Yeah,
they've been injured.
More goals than anybody
Our backup striker has been injured.
I'm going to give it 1-0 so far. However, there's plenty more hot takes. There's three more hot takes. Okay. There's still plenty of time, and you don't know who...
But United scored a goal after the whistle last season, so we'll give it four, so we'll carry on.
You don't know who the viewers voted for in hot take number 1.
Yellow card there for arguing with the ref.
No,
I'm going to allow it.
It's a winner's mentality.
Okay, right. On to hot take number 3. Let's go. Here we go. The wheel is spinning. Your category is managers. And your hot take is Pep Guardiola wouldn't have won half as much without unlimited spending. Laurence, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah, it's a really compelling argument. City did have a lot of spend, and I think in that period the main argument they came back with was we'd never bought the most expensive version of this player, so they said we haven't spent that much on one single position. But what did allow them to essentially rotate into what Pep Guardiola wanted was to spend a lot on multiple players to find the right fit for Pep. And I think that did feel like unlimited spending back then. What maybe has become normal in the market was not normal back then. And basically City, with all of the great sponsorship that they have and the bookkeeping, managed to find a way to spend that amount of cash. I mean, and statistically, by the way, City also cite that they are more commercially viable than Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, and Manchester United. I think we should hero that.
I mean, that's
a really unique thing.
Anyway, that's all the bookkeeping. But ultimately, the word unlimited is simply not true. If that was the case, we would have had Rice, we would have had Bellingham, we would have had.
No, you wouldn't have had Bellingham. Bellingham
we could have offered 200 million or given 700 grand a week.
Bellingham went to Real Madrid.
The point is, we don't have unlimited spending. We've backed away from multiple deals.
I think the wider point here is actually you would have spent a lot more if players had accepted your offers. But actually, a lot of people have turned City down.
But City haven't. That's the point. Is
you were in for Bellingham. You were in for Bellingham. You were in for Rice. You went too late for Rice, and you were in for Bellingham.
Did we not step away from Livramento this summer because the fee was too high? It happens all the time. Sanchez at United when he went there.
You
stepped away from Maguire.
You stepped away from Livramento this summer because Eddie Howe said back off.
Do you think we care about Eddie Howe?
1.
I agree we won because we spent a lot of money, but I don't think it's unlimited.
Well then,
but it's not been unlimited because it's limited. We would have spent what Chelsea did.
The word unlimited there is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, right. We're short on time, so I'm going to give this one to the viewer. Okay, this one goes back
Bottled
to the
that as
viewer.
well. Well done.
No. I'm interested in what the viewer has to say. We're
Very Spurs behaviour.
We're going to move on. Don't get me involved. I'm just neutral. Right. We're going to move on to hot take number 4. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Your category is other, and your hot take is... Wow, Liverpool will not win a single trophy this season. Let's go.
They won't win the league. They won't win the Champions League. Are you in the Carabao Cup still?
No.
So you won't win that. You won't win the FA Cup. So there we go.
I mean, listing competitions is certainly one way of making an argument.
I feel quite strong about it as well. Do you think they're going to win any of these?
Don't get me involved. Till I have to.
I think at some point Liverpool are going to click this season. I think you generally find... I mean, PSG last season won the Champions League, and actually they hadn't really clicked by this point in the season. They were still kind of working out systems. A lot of people were putting a lot of pressure on Enrique. I think it's a similar situation here for Liverpool, who are kind of transitioning into a PSG sort of direction. So I think if you want to make an argument, you could talk about Arsenal or whatever. I think we're looking at the Champions League this season, and we're looking at number 7 coming back to Liverpool. Mainly because if you look at the way we've built this team, Wirtz is a Champions League player, Isak's a Champions League, Ekitike, Cherki plays well in the Champions League, Bradley, Salah loves playing in the Champions League. We've got a Champions League heavy side, and Mamardashvili is also one of those players we'll have bought because that's the style of play that we're going towards. It's very hard to make an argument that there are many people who have probably got a better team.
Do you truly have no heart believe Liverpool favourites for the Champions League?
I haven't once said Liverpool are favourites.
Exactly. You don't fully believe that you're going to win it. So I don't think there's an argument that this is possible, of course, but I don't think it's likely.
Sorry, but me believing it is irrelevant to the argument.
Well, we're making arguments based on our position, so I think it is relevant.
But based on the position, but belief has got nothing to do with whether we win it or not.
I mean,
the fact is that Liverpool won't be placed as favourites because PSG and Bayern are in there. But when you look at the actual...
3,
right now.
But
2,
right now, but
1,
at the end of the season...
Time. Okay, I'm going to give this one to Stephen because I genuinely don't believe that Liverpool will win a trophy this season.
Right, but that's not based on his argument. You bottled this as well.
What argument is it based on?
Honestly, at full time, I'm going to walk past you like... I'm going to Jed Spence you at full time.
What's the objective argument here, though? What is the objective argument?
The objective argument is Liverpool. You're saying Liverpool will
One
not
of
win
your
a single
arguments
trophy.
was that Cherki plays better in the Champions League.
One of my arguments was that Liverpool have replaced, and by the way, I didn't
Liverpool
say
have
play
replaced players that currently don't actually play for your team.
What are you talking about?
Isak, Wirtz.
Wirtz is literally playing for Liverpool.
He
Come on. And my argument was you need to come good at the right time in the Champions League, and Liverpool have certainly got all the propensity to do that. We're the only team last season to have actually tried to play against PSG.
Okay, I'm gonna still have to go 1-1. We're short on time. This is the fifth and final hot take.
I see why you bottle it there. 'Cause it
Here
makes
we
it
go.
one
We've got
right.
2
Okay.
to the viewers.
Fascinating stuff, guys.
2 to the viewers.
You know,
1 each.
down.
With the final hot
I'm gonna
take.
Mickey Van der Venue.
Here we go. Right, your final category is players, and your final hot take: Wirtz is a better signing than Cherki. He
just isn't, unfortunately. He isn't. I think Wirtz is a cracking player. I think Ryan Cherki has absurd potential. I think he can do things with a football that I've watched a lot of greats over the years at Manchester City. I've watched Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Yaya Toure, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, a Ballon d'Or winner, Aguero, Haaland. I could go on for a long, long time listing genuine Premier League legends. Cherki is as talented as all of them. Whether he gets there or not, I don't know. But when you consider he's a third, if not less, of the value of Wirtz and his impact already against one of the hardest working sides in the league in Bournemouth, who were unbeaten since the opening day of the season, 2 assists there, and he's barely got going yet. Wirtz is a cracking player, but I think Cherki is truly a special footballer. Whether he becomes an all-time great is entirely up to him. But pound for pound, contribution so far statistically as well, I think Cherki is a ridiculous prospect, and I can't wait to watch him more. And I don't think Liverpool fans right now feel the same way about him.
About Ryan Cherki?
About Wirtz as I do about Cherki.
I think a lot of Liverpool fans feel very excited about Florian Wirtz. And I think every Liverpool player has come out and backed him.
Backed him, yeah. I think there's a lot of supporting because he needs it right now. You know,
in the same way as you say the same for Pep Guardiola and what Ryan Cherki's had. He's literally come out and said almost exactly word for word what Slot has said about Wirtz. Really, the reality is here, Liverpool are rebuilding around Wirtz, and that's the level of confidence we have in him.
On the bench.
Talking about better signing, huh?
He's on the bench though, isn't he?
But that's because he is currently acclimatising to the league, and his fitness has been a bit of an issue early on. So
10 seconds.
I would make the argument that Florian Wirtz is the long-term signing for Liverpool. Ryan Cherki will be fantastic, and I don't want to put him down, so I'm going to talk Wirtz up.
No,
Wirtz is the rebuild
3,
for Liverpool. It's that simple.
2, 1. Both good arguments. One very much on form, one very much not on form, but is one for the future.
The price as well.
It's going to you guys at home. It is going to you guys.
That's a tapping for me.
At home.
One long bottle
It's
job.
1-1.
One long bottle.
And it goes to you guys at home.
That is
this week.
That is ridiculous.
Hot takes.
VAR on that.
This is worse than the Diaz offside against Spurs.
So, lads, moving on to raise your game picks from Gambling.com. It's a free-to-play 10-pick hacker where you can win 10 grand if you get all the answers correct. People at home, there's a QR code on the screen and a link in the description so you can have a go too. This is all about Manchester City versus Liverpool.
Great.
Okay, and you're doing it not together, so you're doing it on your own. Okay, so here we go. So your first question is, what will the score be at the end of the first half? Stephen, I'll start with you.
1-1 actually.
Okay, 1-1.
I was also going to say 1-1, so 1-1, please.
Okay, we're not doing it together, but you've agreed. Question 2.
I'm on you.
Will Mo Salah score a goal or register an assist during the match? Yes or no?
You tell me.
Yeah, he'll score a penalty.
Okay.
Good.
He
Yeah,
usually does.
He'll register an assist in this one.
Okay. Question 3. How many cards will there be in this match in total?
17. No.
Tactical fouls. I'm going to say 7.
7.
I'm going for 6.
Okay. Question 4. Will Erling Haaland score a goal or register an assist during the match?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
No. Okay.
All good fun.
Question 5. How many corners will be awarded in the entire match, both teams combined?
I always never know with these things. What's the average?
15.
Yeah. I'm going to go at the lesser scale. I'm going to go for like 11.
Okay, 11. On to question 6. Will any player receive a red card?
No.
No?
No.
No. Question 7. Will both teams score at least one goal during the match?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Question 8.
Willing it into existence.
Yeah.
How many shots on target will there be, both teams combined?
15.
On target.
Mm-hmm. How many shots on target will there be, both teams combined?
I'm going to go with less. I think the chances will. I'm going to go for 8.
Okay.
I think there'll be like City will have 5 of them. Liverpool have 3 of them.
Cool. Question 9. You've already said it. Will a penalty kick be successfily scored during the game?
Oh, he didn't say it would be successful.
Oh, I did. It's a contribution. So I was going to score a penalty. Yeah, he will do. Yeah, he's Salah and penalties against City. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no.
Okay, you go no. And last question. What will the final score be?
I'm going for 3-1 Manchester City.
3-1 Man City.
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. There you go, guys. That was this week's picks. Remember, QR code is on the screen and link in the description so you can play at home too. UK players have the chance to win a free bet if they didn't land the jackpot on our weekly Premier League picks game. So even more reason to sign up to Bet442. T&Cs apply. Please gamble responsibly.